What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd, and today I am here to share with you my secret guide into looking for the best estates and land in the metaverse. I'm actually really excited to share this episode with you because honestly, I feel there is so much to say, so many metaverses out there, so many lands that it's just overwhelming. And I think that hopefully this guide can give you some direction, and hopefully these tools can make it easy for you to find these hidden gems. Now, with that said, as always, if you like what you hear, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, join our Patreon page, and most importantly, be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, email, direct messaging. So please be safe and invest safely. So with that said, let's dive right in because I'm really excited to talk about this. So when I look for metaverse projects and I look for the lands and estates within that project, I think of them as hard assets, and I brought that many times on my channel. The reason I say hard assets is because just like in the real world, hard assets such as homes and lands outweigh anything else. They are the best way to save investments, and they also grow in value over time. So in the metaverse, it's no different. So in this category on CoinMarketCap, you'll see in the metaverse section which are the top metaverse worlds out there. And people know Decentraland, Sandbox, and Axie Infinity. Those are the three most predominant players in the metaverse game. But what you don't know is that before these guys were the big dogs, they were also the small dogs as well. And what do I mean by that? Their market caps were in the millions rather than the billions. Now, how do you find those types of projects? Let's use Decentraland for instance. So Decentraland is built on the Ethereum blockchain. And if you go to their website, they do have a map where you can actually buy properties. And you can try to shop for them, but again, they're quite expensive because they're bought with Ethereum. Just to go on their OpenSea, the lowest price for the smallest piece of space is 4.79 Ethereums. That's $12,000 for this little guy all the way on the edge. And we know Decentraland is quite massive. And the last thing you want to do is be this guy somewhere up here, right? You want to be in a part of the action, but you know it's going to cost more to be a part of that action. The reason I bring that up is because if you look at these lands, they're just so expensive, but you got to count, is it really worth it, especially that Ethereum is at this price? Maybe. But for me, Decentraland is not my top choice. I would never shop there. I just wanted to show you guys that as an example. So what am I looking out for? Well, if you go to OpenSea, which is where most lands and estates are sold, at least based on the Ethereum network, they're in this category of virtual worlds. And when you go in there, you can search for any hidden gems. And you can also find projects, say for instance, like Treeverse. So I'm using Treeverse as an example because maybe this looks interesting. Okay, I like their image. I'm going to click on there and it looks like, oh my gosh, it's 1.68 Ethereums. That's not that bad. When you go to the buy now button, you'll see what is available to buy right now. And so just at this one price, it's $3,000. So you think that may be awesome. But the thing is, it's not available yet. That land has not been made public. So that means it may be very curious what's going on with this project. Well, when you go to other websites, say for instance, LooksRare, you can buy this on this NFT marketplace as well. But again, no images. Again, I'm doing this because I want to see if any other places show me what it's like to even own property. I want to see the product before I buy it. So when you go to their monthly articles, they basically state in here that they're pretty much in development. I'm not seeing any footage of the actual gameplay. In fact, they have a lot of concept art, which I appreciate, but it's not enough for me to feel like it's a completed game. Even their development and demonstrations are quite early. Now, this is nothing against the project. It's just, this is how you know what to invest in. You want to invest in things that have much more progress in their development, that they're at least going to go from the development to the alpha stage and then into the beta, right? So we want to keep that in mind. But there are other metaverse games out there, like say for instance, Big Time. So Big Time is a game that's been pretty much rumored to be pretty hyped. They've showed a lot of different demonstrations. Just going on their YouTube channel, they do show you what it's like and what you could expect. But when you watch their trailer, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's basically showing you what the in-game play footage says. And it said on the very bottom, it's pre-alpha gameplay footage. So now that you're aware that this could be the final product, this is what you expect. Well, this may be of interest to you because you're actually seeing some development on their team. So they're actually showing you promise. You feel good about your investment. So when you go to their marketplace, it gives you different types of well, they don't call it land or estates, they call it hexes. And hex is the shape of the space, but the amount of space as well. They have different ranges: exalted, mythic, epic. I mean, you may be confused, even though the prices look pretty decent, but you need some guidance in order to buy one, right? So you have to go to their, say for instance, you gotta look up their articles. How do they rank their lands? And so obviously we know that this, as the exalted, is the most prized land, but again, it's the most expensive. How much is that running for? It's running for at least $23,000 as its market price, and that's the lowest. So when I go back, you can see that obviously the rare small is the lowest, less hexes. People in the game have said, at least the people who've created the game have said, the more hexes that you own, the better. Would you have known that if you had bought this hex land? No, that's why you have to do the research. You have to follow their Twitter page. But because I did my research and I followed that post, I knew, oh my gosh, don't buy the rare small, at least get an epic or legendary, because they said the amount of hexes matter. So think about that. There is also another project that has actually been making waves and headlines, and that is NFT Worlds. Now, NFT Worlds has been either in second place or first place on the timer of this recording in the entire OpenSea market cap. Why is that? Right now it's around 15.8 Ethereums. That's a lot. And the lowest price is 15.5. That's literally $40,000. But as you notice, the price has gone substantially high. And when I'm doing research about it on their Twitter page, I noticed that they are actually still in development. Now, they are showing you a demonstration of what it's like to have a basic world plot purchasing demo in game. And what this person is explaining is that you can actually sell your land on the spot right there. That makes it a metaverse, right? The whole point of a metaverse is to communicate, to exchange, to meet other people across the world from different languages, different races. So in this, you're exchanging land. This person is going to buy that land from you, and then that person can either accept it, they can decline it. So that experience is quite unique. But the thing is, the reason I'm not going to want to get invested in this game, because it reminds me of Sandbox. Sandbox, we know, is pretty much like these Vox characters or block people, block characters. And so that's just my own personal opinion. That is anything unique. We already have Sandbox, so why compete against Sandbox, which is already established, been in development for years, and this one's just starting. But yet people are falling in line to buy these NFTs of NFT World. You can either follow the hype or not, but again, is it worth it for that price? Absolutely not. So that's why I'm not interested in buying it. So let's talk about another example, World Wide Web Land. This is also another top metaverse project within the OpenSea especially. Again, same case scenario. The project is around 2.9 ETH, which is around $5,000. Would you make more money off of that? Well, I actually get quite excited about this game because in their game, you can actually see the gameplay itself. If I go to their website, I could play it in the browser. And what's really cool about this is it doesn't really take much time for me to play this game. Basically, this is my character, and I can point to wherever I want to go, and this is a great demonstration. And also, if you go to their Twitter page, they also have some followers such as Alex Becker, Elio Trades, and Galactic Apes. It's always good to see people that you follow that are also following the project. If you don't see many people following the project, then maybe it's just either a starter project, which could be potentially a rug pull, which means that basically if you invest in it, they can take your money and steal it, and you will never be able to find them because it's the blockchain. All of the wallets are anonymous. So you always want to feel like there's other trusted people who are following the game. And I know that these people are aware, the people that they follow reflect in the followers' decision. So always be careful with that. Now, last but not least, what is my most favorite metaverse out there? You guys know it, and that is TCG World. There are many aspects to this that I think is a great investment for you right now. Now, when I click on their Buy Land tab, it'll take me straight to the marketplace. And this is the most important thing, is when you go to a website, your mind can easily digest the information. So basically, I clicked on Buy the Land. Easy, right? It takes me there. And notice that these lands simply, if you want to buy Silver Farm, Asia, North, or East, is 1 BNB. Same thing with the Gold Asia. When you scroll down even more, Platinum are 12 BNB. This used to be 20 BNB. So you're actually getting a sale here because they're promoting it as well. Now, if you go to playtoearn.net, it will rank TCG World at number 2 out of all the metaverses. And what I love about this project is that it's cross-chaining with all the top ones: Avalanche, Binance, Polygon Matic layer 2 solution to Ethereum. That's great. And I wanted to know more about visually what it looks like. And if you look in here, if you look at the gameplay itself, I'm understanding that this is real. So when you're actually able to see the gameplay itself, it makes you feel confident. And because I've invested in this project personally, I've bought land and I'm also an official partner with TCG World. They amount to everything that they've put out there in marketing. Their team is amazing. They communicate, but also they really show up in their product. And now they're going to launch an alpha testing for their Diamond Hand members, for their team. It's going to be huge. And this is expected to release this year in terms of the alpha. And that means the lands are actually going to be put into use. These 1 BNBs, these will no longer be 1 BNBs anymore. When 90% of these are sold, automatically all the lands of the silver in Asia in their own categories will be converted to 7 BNB as the base price. And if you want to know, each BNB is $372. $372. That is amazing to buy a gold piece of land or a silver. That's much cheaper than any of these Ethereum based ones that are way too much. And when the game launches its alpha, you as the user will be able to build your world. Again, look at the research, look at the designs, look at the gameplay. This is actually happening. And this is different from all the other ones because not only am I getting something visual, but it's actually been put into action. This is real. This is something that I can feel is mine. And that's the estate I want to own when I build it. So guys, I hope that this has been very helpful. Please let me know down in the comments below. I want to know if these tips and tools are going to help you in terms of searching your land or estates that you want to acquire for yourself. And again, this is the new way of having hard assets in your life and why I think we could 5, 10x, maybe even more. It's never too crazy to think that this space won't grow at its hyper parabolic stage, because it will. And this year 2022, is the year of the metaverse. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you heard, be sure to smash up that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.